No.
We don't have anyone here for the invocation tonight. You all rise for the pledge, please. Jimmy?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk, do the roll call, please.
Get a woman here.
Here.
Wilson.
Here.
LaShure.
Here.
Secord.
Here.
Townsend.
I'm here.
Miller here. We have a quorum. No one's absent today.
Okay, adopting the agenda.
I move that we approve the adoption of the agenda as presented.
Support.
Okay,
Every-
in discussion, I would like to modify number 5, well, actually number 4 and number 5, police department budget should read budgets. And number 5, fire department budget should read budgets. Because they'll have their general fund budget, and then there'll be the assessment budget separate. You
Need amendment?
make your motion, please.
I will amend the motion to make the changes to item number 4 and number 5.
Support.
Motion been made and supported to accept the agenda with the changes in number 4 and 5, create police department budgets, fire department budgets. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Motion's carried.
Thank you. Approval of the minutes of the November 17, 2014 regular meeting.
I move that we approve the minutes of November 17th, 2014 special meeting as presented.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded to approve the minutes of the November 17 meeting. Anyone have any questions? Chance to read it? All set? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Motion's carried.
Next special orders. We'll open up public comment. Anyone like to make a public comment, step forward to the microphone, please. Anyone who'd like to make a comment? Would anyone like to make a comment? Hearing none, public comment is closed. Get into new business. New glasses for this one. The resolution R14-23, Saginaw Area Stormwater Authority.
I'll make the motion to approve resolution R-14-23 Saginaw Area Stormwater Authority budget for the fiscal year of 2015 as presented.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded to approve resolution R14-23, the Saginaw Area Stormwater Authority. Rose, so everybody understands, could you just comment on what that's all about? We know that, but people out there know.
Bridgeport Township, can you guys hear me okay? Bridgeport Township is a member of the Saginaw Area Stormwater Authority. It's made up of surrounding communities. We've got Buena Vista, Carlton, Saginaw Township, and a number of other ones, along with our schools in the area and Saginaw County Road Commission. They work under the direction of keeping like everything in compliance with DEQ and so forth. So what we do every year is they ask us to approve their budget through our boards along with all of the other communities that are involved, and that's what we're bringing to you tonight.
Thank you. Anyone have any questions? Could we have a roll call, please?
Wilson.
Yes.
Thayer.
Yes.
Miller, yes. LaShure.
Yes.
Secord.
Yes.
Townsend.
Yes.
Motion is carried.
Thank you. public hearing date for a cemetery ordinance revision.
I'd like to make a motion to set a public hearing date of January 6, 2015 for the cemetery ordinance revisions for 2015.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made and seconded to set a public hearing date of January 6th, 2015, for the cemetery ordinance revisions. Any questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Motion is carried.
Thank you. Next, we have set a public hearing date for the water ordinance revisions.
I'd like to make a motion to set a public hearing date of January 6, 2015 for the Water Department ordinance revisions for 2015.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded to approve a public hearing January 6th, excuse me, January 6th, 2015 for the water ordinance revisions. Roseanne, did you want to comment on that? No? Okay. Anybody, any questions? You got it? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Hearing none.
Motion is carried.
Motion carried. At the public hearing for both of those, there will be details, exactly what they're about. And next we have the police department budgets for 2015.
Make a motion to approve the police department budgets for the fiscal year of 2015 as presented. Support.
Motion been made and supported to approve the police department budgets for the fiscal year 2015 as presented. Anyone have any questions? Roll call, please.
LaShore,
Yes.
Secord,
Yes.
Thayer,
Yes.
Miller, yes. Wilson,
Yes.
Townsend.
Yes.
Motion is carried.
Thank you. Next, we have fire department budget for 2015.
Make a motion to approve the fire department budgets for the fiscal year of 2015 as presented.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded to approve the fire department budgets for the fiscal year 2015. Anyone got any questions, comments? Hearing none, could we have a roll call, please?
Thayer,
Yes.
LaShore,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Miller, yes. Secord,
Yes.
Townsend.
Yes.
Motion is carried.
Thank you. Next, we have the water department budget for 2015.
I'll make a motion to approve the water department budget for the fiscal year of 2015 as presented.
Second.
Was it time?
Thayer,
There, yeah. Motion been made and seconded to approve the water department budget for fiscal year 2015 as presented. Could we have a roll call, please?
Thayer,
Yes.
LaShore,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
Miller, yes. Secord,
Yes.
Townsend.
Yes.
Motion is carried.
Thank you. And next, we have the wastewater treatment plant budget for 2015.
I'll make a motion to approve the wastewater treatment plant budget for the fiscal year of 2015 as presented.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded to approve the wastewater treatment plant budget for fiscal year 2015. Anyone have any questions, comments? Hearing none, could we have a roll call, please?
Secord,
Yes.
Thayer,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
LaShore,
Yes.
Miller, yes. Townsend.
Yes.
Motion is carried.
Just so everyone understands, we've had these, each board members had a copy of the budget and had a chance to review them all, so. If there were any questions, they were directed at Rose earlier. Now we got a accounts payable.
I'll make a motion to approve check number 57536 through 57,678 in the amount of $240,581.29.
I'll second that.
Motion been made and seconded to approve checks 57536 through 57678. Total amount of $240,581.29. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, hearing none.
Motion is carried.
Pay the bills. Okay. It's down to board comments. Jamie?
Gosh, there was a lot of numbers to look at this month. Our staff did a really nice job of putting it forward so that just an old country boy like me could look at them all and still understand them, and I'm appreciative of that. Any questions I had that were directed towards any one of our members, I had a question about one that, we had one that went down by 10,000, and that's pretty rare to see, and that question I directed right to Augie, and he was able to give me a direct answer. Tracy, you did a heck of a job putting the numbers together, and with some help this month, I'm glad, but I know everything came, I know you don't take much credit where credit's due, but thanks. That's all I have.
Thank you. Walter?
Other than thank the staff for the hard work that you've done to get the material out to us. I appreciate you putting forward the effort to put it out on the internet, which I read it on the internet, and questions that I may have had, I came in and Tracy answered them before I even could ask them, so, you know.
I think she's blushing.
She's a mind reader.
She's reading minds again.
I have to be careful sometimes.
Oh, yeah. So I want to thank all of the staff for all the effort that you put forward to get the material out to us so we can at least get a chance to review it, digest it, and if we have any questions, you're always willing to take your time to help us out. So thanks again. And those of you that I may not see at the next meeting, Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you, Walter. Caroline?
Just wanted to thank our staff, all our staff downstairs works really hard, all the department heads in the different departments really have had their hands full in 2014, and they've come across successful with everything they've tried to do and maintain. So we're really appreciative of that. And same thing for our police chief and fire chief. You guys do a good job, and hope this helps to make things easier for you this next coming year. Thank you. And thank you, Rose and Tracy. You're on either side of me when I'm doing agendas and minutes, so they're my helpers.
Hey, Darrell?
I want to say thanks to the department heads, chiefs, everyone that's working into the township. I know it's been a hard year, long year, but we're improving, we're going in the right direction. I want to say thank you.
Heather?
Same thing. I mean, all you guys have done a wonderful job this year, so, every year. And thank you for putting it all together and getting it to us in a timely manner. Getting it on the email is fantastic. Figuring it out, having the questions answered. Thanks, guys.
Rose?
I always agree with everything that you guys say. You know, I want to just touch on a couple things really quick. Building Building and Grounds, we're having a meeting December 9th at 6 o'clock, and we're gonna talk about the public safety assessment for the fire department and just kind of give Chief Nelson some direction. He's got a lot of things to cover over there, and where should he start? So we're gonna have that meeting. Boards and commissions and board trustees will be appointed at the next meeting. Letters are gonna go into the mail for the people that have applied for the trustee, and we're getting letters in for people that are serving on boards and commissions showing interest in staying on, or new people coming on and so forth, so we're working with that. Upgrading our internet to a faster service. We've had AT&T for over 10 years. We're going to be switching over to Charter. Chief Nelson's working on that for us, so appreciate that. It was really sad Thursday morning when I heard that we had a homicide Thanksgiving morning, and our staff was involved with that and spent basically all weekend. And it's just a really unfortunate thing, and I just want to, along with all of the thank yous out there, let Chief Duffett know that we appreciate all of the stuff that he has done in that investigation, along with Chief Nelson. And I asked him this morning about a fire that we had over on Indiana, and it was at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I took the drive past there, and I asked Chief today, I said, how'd you guys save that house? You're talking 3 o'clock in the morning, so you've got personnel that need to get out of bed, get dressed, get down to the fire station, get on the truck, and get to this house that already had smoke coming out the door. And the house is still standing. And he said 2 words, and he said, simple tactics. And it just goes to say again, our personnel is so highly trained that this sounds strange, but if something's gonna happen, let it be Bridgeport, because our staff is so trained. I mean, if medically, house fire, structure fire, our police department, if anything is needed from our public safety, our guys are there. And I'm a little prejudiced about this, but I think we have the best staff. I'm gonna say in Saginaw County, I might get in trouble for saying that, but I truly believe that. So 3 o'clock in the morning, they're out there. Structure fire over in BB, fatality. Our guys from the fire department were there, and it's a really sad thing. We had a pump motor that had failed over in a building, and our Assistant Chief Dave Schmigo was hit in the face with smoke as he opened the door. It could have been very serious. Thank goodness it wasn't. So our guys are out there through our public safety, risking their lives when they leave their homes, and they are just so valued. And I'm going to talk also about water, wastewater, and what they do for us. We have our water all the time. We have water, so if there's a water main break, they're out there doing what they got to do to get that water up and running for us. Wastewater, preventing backups, and when we have high flows, high water, rain, anything, or a pump goes down, they're there. You know, our staff in the office everybody has kicked in and just helped us throughout the whole year when we've had issues going on, and we're in the right direction, so we're really proud of that. Steve Dobis is with us tonight, our DDA coordinator, working on things in our community that's improving and bringing business this way, and purchasing different things, and just really, we have good things happening. And I'm going to make one comment that I shouldn't make, and I'm basing it off of our last meeting, that I didn't make comments because I just was so frustrated with how we're moving forward, but there's a few people in our community that just don't want to see it happen, and they're fighting us all the way. And with that, with the public safety assessment and the rumors out there that we're corrupt officials and we're not doing our jobs, we are crossing our T's and dotting our I's. We are being very careful to do everything the right way. That public safety assessment was handled correctly, no matter what is being said out there. And we're going to continue moving forward. And I guess if we have to fight, we fight. Just want to share with you, I got an email today from Saginaw County Road Commission. Been a lot said about the Fort Road railroad crossing, and I see Betty out in the audience, so I want her to hear this. They have told me that they're going to grind down the railroad crossing area so that the bump isn't so bad. We have a couple board members that live out that way that cross that all the time. So that's good news. I'm going to share as we get closer, probably in 2015, the first of the year, what MDOT plans on doing on I-75. They're going to be doing some work, going to be expanding the lanes out there. There's going to be some road closures a little bit when they redo some of the bridges going across Baker, King Road, and the other one is Hess. So I'll share that as we get closer. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Along with that, I don't know, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, whenever it was, Rose and I and Steve Dobus met with the PennDOT, and we had some conversation about the overpass and trying to make that really nice looking, and we got a proposed, I guess, drawing of some of the, put some plants in, some trees and those kind of things. Not a biggie, but it'll make it look nice. So I'm kind of looking anxious for that. I'm not anxious to see the thing tore up again. I did go through that today, and they're opening up quite a bit of that 675 and 75, so that's good. Rose mentioned the police department and the fire department. One day I happened to be in the fire station when they got a call, and I went, I was able, they had room, I hopped in the truck and went with them. And I was very impressed. I'm not a firefighter, of course, but I was very impressed because it was just like clockwork. I mean, they got out of the truck, they immediately started pulling things out and doing things, and it just like everybody had a task and they knew what to do. There wasn't anybody scratching their head or wandering around in circles wondering what they should be doing. It was just, it was cool. I was quite impressed. And I've ridden with our officers, and I can tell you that they're very professional, and, very busy. I spent a lot of time in jail. Had some awful mad people. Anyway, the Christmas decorations that you see up there, part of the DDA project, look very nice. The changes of the bridge, some of those stars that used to hang out are now over there, and red and green lights, and I don't think we're quite done yet with that. Other things going up. Hopefully, we're going to be able to talk to some of the merchants along the business district. My wife got some Facebook comments about some of the businesses decorating for Christmas and making the downtown area look more Christmassy and stuff. So hopefully we can get something going in that direction too. So I'm real happy about a lot of things that are going on. Like Rose said, it's frustrating sometimes when you're trying to do the right thing. It seems that no matter what you do, some people you can't please, and I'm aware of that. Dealt with that kind of stuff all my life, so it's no big surprise. But it is frustrating. The only thing I wish is that if you hear stories of the community, don't hesitate. And I've said this many times. Verify it. At least get the other side. Give Rose a call. Give me a call. Give any of the board members a call. We'll be more than glad to sit down and talk to you or whatever about the issue. Explain it all, and if after that you still don't like the idea, that's fine. That won't make you wrong or make you bad. But it's just really sad when you've got people spreading things that are absolutely not true. It's very, very frustrating. Hopefully they'll develop some Christmas spirit here pretty soon or something. I don't know. At any rate, at the next meeting, we are going to select a trustee to fill Vanessa Garris' empty seat there. So we have six people who have applied, which is good. Rose, did you want to say something?
I want to add one more thing. Kind of left Ron out a little bit. He's always part of the office staff and us girls down there, so I don't mean to leave him out. But I want to just also, I don't mean it that way. He just blends in with all of us down there. So I want to just acknowledge that he's working with a gentleman from Rowe Engineering. His name is Doug Pickett, and they are starting to work on the zoning ordinance, and they had a planning commission meeting a week ago, and they're starting that process. I want to share with you that he is doing that, and also just to say thank you to him also, because he's taken on so much. He's not always getting the kudos out there when he has to go and enforce some of our ordinances and maybe, make somebody do something a little bit different in a building plan or a site plan or something. People aren't always happy about having to make changes, but with all that said, he makes sure that the structures and the stuff that he's working with out there, the blight, people complain about blight, but then the people that have the blight don't want to take care of it, and then he's the bad guy. So he really works hard at keeping our community cleaned up and keeping the structure is safe and making sure that what needs to be done, following our code is done. So I just want to acknowledge that because we kind of forget about them a little bit. So thank you, Ron. That's it, thanks.
Good. And I think all the board members know that, you know, Rosa and I have had discussions on getting Ron some help, trying to figure out how we can lighten his load somewhat. Trust me, right now, I would not want his job because he's trying to cover many, many things, and it's really hard to do. And understandably, people get frustrated because this isn't taking care of that. But it's just, it's tough. Writing citations, going to court, and all these other things, and he's only one person, so.
What is
Okay.
What is his function? I mean, if everybody else knows.
He just hangs around with the girls downstairs.
Sounds like a winner.
I come in and they throw me out. Ron is, he's got many hats, actually. Building inspector, blight, what else, Julie?
Planning.
Planning, yeah, he's got the planning and zoning. When the planning commission meets, Ron prepares a lot of that stuff for them. In other words, you know, somebody wants to have something rezoned or modification or those kind of things. Ron handles all that. The planning commission had a meeting a week ago, Monday. And right now, they're doing some, looking at ordinances to coordinate ordinances with the new master plan. And some of the ordinances that possibly don't quite make sense or are contradictory or ambiguous or whatever, to try and straighten that out. Some of the things that maybe have frustrated people at times, to take a look at those. And we have a gentleman from Raw Engineering working with them, who that's his expertise, and to try and correct some of those things. So that'll be a good thing once we get that done. It's going to take a little while, take a lot of work, but hopefully it'll work well. Take care of some of those things that don't quite make sense. Not all of them. Okay. Sure, everything else, Rose?
I do, if I could talk and say one more thing, just so that you guys are
This is it, Rose.
aware. Just to share with you on that note, Chief Nelson, he is what I call our planner. I mean, he can sit and he can put something down and he can work it out on paper and he can put a plan together. So though it's out of his element to go to the building department and put together the blight, the planning, the building and all of that, he has actually sat down after I asked him, he has met with Ron, he's gone through kind of what steps Ron has to take in the blight process and what we can do to get him help out there. During the layoffs a few years back, we laid off a full-time person back there, so Ron is doing 2 full-time people's jobs. So he's phenomenal, but he's buried and he needs help. So Chief Nelson is helping to put a plan together to help us try to help Ron in being more efficient in what we need to do. So I've kind of dumped that on him. So I'm putting pressure on him because I'm looking for it to come back pretty soon. So anyways, thank you for that.
How she says she has.
Well, I asked, pushed.
I know. I know.
It's part of that women thing down in the office. So thank you. I'm done now.
I mean, it's like having 5 wives. Okay, with that, motion to adjourn would be in order.
Augie, could you explain blight, please? Because I thought blight was something my tomatoes had.
Well, that could be blight too, yeah.
Could you explain that?
Blight is, what, Rose?
Okay.
Blight is like ugliness. I mean, if, you know, not keeping your yard up, letting the grass get this tall, garbage all over the yard.
Too many abandoned vehicles.
Abandoned vehicles in the yard,
Okay.
just those kind of things, you
I
know.
never heard it referred to as that.
Oh, really?
Till tonight, yep.
And he looks after tomatoes too.
Yes. there's-
Overgrown tomatoes.
You can explain what the blight is for tomatoes?
I could do that.
Okay. Now, do we get a motion?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
Motion been made, second to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you for coming.